My name's Jay Dever. I've been competing for 13 years, and I just did the Arnold Classic 2 weeks ago, which was my 36th show. I took off the 2012, had some surgeries I had to get out of the way, and work on some lagging body parts. In 2011, I won the Southern States. I won the Ancient City Open with an overall, and I won the Citrus Cup with an overall, and I won the Dexter Jackson, and I was second in the Florida State, and then I won the Treasure Coast. So with a dominating year like that, 2011, I decided to take off 2012. And like I said, I just competed in the Arnold Classic, and I'm getting ready to do the Sunshine this following week, and then I go to Vegas for a Jay Cutler show 2 weeks after that. Working out with a boot on. I've been doing this all year. I had a rotator cuff and a labrum tear in March. Ain't been a year, March 15th. So it kind of set me back a little bit, so I stopped doing the heavy weight and I started doing these highways. So we're going to do an isolated, and then call all 3 stabilizers to work. So it worked really well this year, and this is just one variation of what I did, 10 reps each. So I had to kind of improvise on my shoulder workouts. I couldn't do the heavy, the pressing and stuff that I was normally used to, so I came up with some shoulder highway exhaustion giant sets, where you do an isolated movement, an isolated movement, and an isolated movement, all 3 delts, and then you act on all your stabilizer muscles to do a press. So you could do a barbell row, and then you could do a lateral cable, and then you could do a rear delt bench, and then you would follow it up with maybe a barbell press. And then you would go right behind that with maybe a rope front row to a band lateral to bent over, and then maybe an Arnold press. But you just keep the rotation going, and you only do 10 reps. 10 reps at each station, but you got to keep moving the whole time. So you want to get to when you end up at the press, you know, your 4th rotation, that you're a failure. So your partner should be with you, where you're actually forcing those last few reps out. And this is not just 1 or 2 sets through, it's just 6 or 7 sets. So it's a real burner. Your shoulders will be on fire. There's always one isolated movement that somebody's good at and somebody's not good at. And so your partner kind of got to help you get through that. And also through like an 8 or 9 station shoulder highway, that's around 3 to 4 minutes of just solid volume of work. And my shoulders responded more this year doing this exhaustion stuff than it ever has, especially in the years past doing heavy weight. 2 rotation. Yep. Yep. Watch out, boys. Watch out, boys. I'm coming. Hey. Hi. Barney. This year, during my show prep, I started at 215 pounds, and my body fat was around 10.5%, which is pretty decent for me to hold my body fat down, being that heavy. And I'm be competing this year as a middleweight, so 176 and a quarter. My show prep started about 11 weeks out, and my show prep really, I have to say my strong point is preparation. Sunday I wake up and I cook 16 chicken breasts, I cook 8 fillets, I cook pounds and pounds of cod and flounder, and I got that going on, and I got my vegetables steaming, I got my eggs cooking, and I got everything all going at one time. And I have this big protein tub, that's what it's called, and I put everything in, and then I just work out of that through the week. And another thing I also did this year too, was a little different, is I added more fats. So I added more nuts to my diet, and I added avocados, a lot of avocados this year. So I've kind of upped my fats this year, which I really think helped a lot. Another thing also I think helped me this year was I really carb cycled hard. I would run 3 or 4 days very low, and then I would run 1 day very high. Now my variation from low to high was almost triple. So I had that one high day, and then I go right back to depleting myself. But I always time that out where I peak for my show. So I always want to be, 3 days before the show at my highest carb day. 3 seconds of recovery time. 3 seconds of recovery time. Bye. Bye. Me. More. Bye. Hey. Yeah. 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 Hi. Tie. Here's something you don't see every day. Right here. Woo. Hi. 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 Ah. Die. Hey. Nah. Hi. 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 Hey. Shy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shy. 1, 2, 3. Hi. 1, 2, 3. Shy. Hi. I'm gonna drop this on my face. I'm gonna drop this on my face. Hi. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. You're ready, man. Get us in the house. Represent. I'd like to give a special thanks this year to Beverly Nutrition. It was kind of the first year that I actually used their products, everything from their EFAs to their BCAs to their protein powders to the glutamine, creatine, everything. They gave me everything I needed across the board. I really think this year it really helped me tremendously. I also like to give a big thanks to Grand Western Steaks for their fillets and their chicken. I mean, I had everything delivered to the house every Friday. It was just like clockwork, and so those guys really helped me out a lot. I also like to thank Boca Raton Lifetime Athletic Club for this nice establishment I work in. I'm a personal trainer. If you like to Twitter me, Twitter my name, Jay Dever. Also Facebook, Jay Dever, and I also have a YouTube channel, Jay Dever. I have hundreds of videos of my boot camp videos, of my training videos, of me training people, and me hammering myself.